Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Funtime Crafts 24/7. I have a little project share as well as a demo for you on a new item that I just was playing around with today. And I was trying to think of different things I could make for party favors. And I was thinking about making like some keychains and stuff for a 4th of July party. And this is what I came up with. But then while I was making them, I also thought, oh my heavens, wouldn't that be cute if we used other different stamp sets and stuff? So what I did was I was playing around with shrink plastic and created these little these are the keychains I made here, and there, and then this is a little zipper pull. I thought you could make these little cute little elves, and you could little kids could wear them on their jacket. You could put it on their little zipper on their jacket. And how adorable is that guy? Oh my heavens, I about fell over after I made that one. It was so darn cute. Is that the cutest little thing ever? Oh my goodness, a little miniature elf. Anyhow, there's three different ways that I did this. This first star here actually, it uses alcohol ink straight onto the shrink plastic, and then I used some StazOn ink to stamp the 2021 there. This one here uses Ranger dye ink, and I stamped it straight onto the shrink plastic, hand cut that out. Those are some Stamps of Life heart stamps. This was cut out with the Stamps of Life stitched star, not heart, star stamps. And this is the Stamps of Life stitched star stamps. And that cute little elf is a Stamps of Life little elf stamp. And I was going to show you how to, and I stamped that one in Memento black ink and colored it with some alcohol markers. And so I was going to show you how I did each of the three of those. And then whether you made keychains for craft fair or the little zipper pulls for craft fair, stocking stuffers, super fun, just a fun gift to give to somebody. I mean, you could even turn that into a pair of earrings. How cute would those be? Oh my goodness. Well, even the stars could be a super fun pair of earrings as well, and a really simple to make. So let's get started, and try not to make this too long, but it will definitely be fun to watch because it's a hoot watching the shrink plastic work. And yeah, so basically what shrink plastic is ooh, before I make a giant mess, let's pan out. I zoomed in because they're so small. This is what we're using today. This is shrink plastic. It comes in an 8.5 by 11 sheet. It has a matte finish and like a papery finish on one side, and super smooth, clear, like acetate feel on the other. So you use the matte side is where you stamp and where you put your apply your color at. And so that's what we're going to do right now. So basically, to make the first star here, what I did is I took some alcohol ink, and I used watermelon, and I used sailboat. Now, when you're doing this, what you need to keep in mind is when the shrink plastic shrinks down, your color becomes a lot more concentrated. The shrink plastic shrinks 40%. So whatever the size is, it shrinks down 40% of that. And so you'll really want to keep that in mind. So you don't want your colors to be too dark. Especially like when I was doing the elf, it didn't look like I even put any color on that cute little guy's face or on his nose. You couldn't even see it. And as you can tell there, he has lots of color on his face and his nose, and you could tell it was pink and a little fair skinned. So that is something to keep in mind. And so when we're doing this, how I did it was I took the largest star in this Stamps of Life Stitch Star pack, and I basically just kind of, let's see, I took the star and just applied a little bit of the alcohol ink where I wanted to see it at on my star. And I used, I have a little cheap throwaway paintbrush that I spread it around with. So I kind of wanted my blue at the top. And so I just dabbed a couple drops, and then spread it around with the paintbrush. And wanted it to be a little bit stripy, you know. Oh, do I got the red? Oh, well, it's going to be a little bit darker. I think this is the red paintbrush. Whoops. I should have just thrown it out because you can't tell. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, see, that's going to be really dark. Let's see where we're at here, though. Let's see. That'll be the top there. Whoops. That'll be the top there. And so let's smush some red. But I'm going to get a new paintbrush. I'm going to pitch these because I didn't realize. All right. Let's see. And so then let's get the watermelon. So that was the sailboat blue. And this is the watermelon. So we're going to go there. And so a couple drops there. Hopefully it doesn't look purple when it shrinks down. And the nice thing about the alcohol inks is it dries fairly quickly. And I want the stripe, kind of the stripey in it. For, you know, the flag effect. Yeah, I think that'll look really cool like that. So let's let that dry for just a second. And let's get started on the other. And so while that's drying, we'll cut both of these out at the same time. While that's drying, we're going to replicate this little star again. And so basically what I did was, so let me show you what I used. These are the Stamps of Life. I used the outline there and that one in the center. And this set is called All for Stars Clear Stamps. I picked this set up on Amazon. That's why it looks like that. I found these on Amazon. But I think they're on their website. I think they're on Stamps of Life website. So we're going to use those two. And I stamped it out in Ranger Classic Cherry and Ranger Dye Ink Blue Ribbon. So let's do the first one here. So we're going to do this one. And I just, you know, make sure I get plenty of ink on it. Because this is kind of a one... Well, I guess if I was using my stamping tool, it wouldn't be a one-hit wonder there. So then we're just going to... Wait, I paused. And this stuff dries so fast that... Ta-da! Isn't that cool? Now remember... It might look light, but when it shrinks down, you're not going to see any of the little holes or anything. It'll get really dark. Yeah, this is fun because it's actually a super fast project. So then here we go here. So I have that little star. Oh, whoops. Let's put that right. It looks about center. And the nice thing with this being matte, there's a little bit of grip. It's not like stamping on like acetate where it has a tendency to like shift a little. It slides a little. Ta-da! Isn't that cool? Okay, so there's that. And then, okay, so let's see. While that's drying, let's go ahead and run this through... I'll show you running this through the cutting deal. Big Shot. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, we could do that even. Oh, how cool would that be? We'll kind of figure out what we want to do. I think that looks... I think we're going to go for that. I think I like that. That looks cool. We're going to do that. So let's let this one dry. And so then the other trick that I try to do here is, let me move these over, the other trick is I fold the piece of copy paper, just a plain old cheap piece of copy paper, in half. when I go to put it, and then I line this up, and let's see. So, and I kind of lined it up. I have a magnetic plate, so that helps. But in order to not get the janky stuff from the plate, whether on the top or the bottom, I put it in the copy paper, and it protects it from getting all the jankiness, you know. And then we'll just shimmy it up a little. Put our top plate on. And it works the best if you run it through the machine and then go back. And this is just a big kick. So let's go back. And it's that easy, folks. And so then it just pops out like that. Isn't that cool? And so then we're done with that. So let me move this back over. So there we have that one. So the other one, we just I just had to put some stuff away because it was like super cluttery in here. And so then this one, I just hand cut out because I don't have the dice for those. And I imagine if I stamped a bunch of them, I could probably do this on my Scan and Cut. But this is so easy to cut out. See, like that? So then we could use that for something else later. I don't know about those. Okay, so now the other thing you want to do is figure out what you want for the top, and then we're going to punch a hole because you have to do that first. So I think I'm going to go about here for this one. That looks pretty good. And then I think I want this one to be here, but I'm going to go a little bit towards the top like that. So then what you want to do is if you don't have a heat protected surface like this craft mat, you're supposed to be able to have heat on and stuff, but I don't know. I don't trust it. So I have this little, you guys know what this stuff's called. Help me out into the I always forget what this thing's called. Help me out in the comments down below. Tell me what this is called. I'll think of it here. It's not anti-skid mat. I always call it that, but it's called something else. Someone already helped me out with this too. Anyhow, so what I do is I use my craft pick. I use this and what I do is I use it to hold the pieces, because what we're going to do now is you're going to use your heat tool, and you want a heat tool that gets really hot. I think it said, let's see, in the directions on the back, it tells you what it needs to be heated to. So if you're going to, you can even do this in the oven is what it's saying, at 300 to 350, you can heat it. So you want your heat gun to get pretty warm, about that same amount of heat, obviously. So I put my pick tool in the hole that I already punched, and then just start heating it up. And it's gonna look like it's going crazy and getting ruined and everything, and it's actually not. So here, let's just go for it. And it's gonna be loud, sorry about that. And you just apply it directly to the center is all you do. Letting it do its thing. See, it's getting all gnarly there and looking funky. But you just keep heating it up and heating it up. Keeping your pick in the hole, in your center hole there. Kind of swirl it around a little, and it's going to flatten out. At least it did last time. Oh, I didn't have that happen before, where it's sticking. Ow. Oh, it just stuck to itself. Oh, that's so weird. I never had that happen before. Okay, guys, well, note to self, it can stick to itself. Normally, it just flattens out. And when it stops shriveling around and doing its thing is when you put it on a cold surface and put a block on it. Okay, so that can happen. Well, that was crazy. Oh my goodness, I think we're burning it. Oh, that's crazy. I've never had that happen. Oh, that's bizarre. Okay, well, that one's... Let's try this one. I haven't had that happen before. Let's see if this one will act normal. Oh my heavens, that's so weird. Normally you just put the heat tool on it. Let it heat up and curl and do its crazy thing here. Yeah, and it stops shrinking and flattens out. That's like basically all it does. And then you just put it, I put it on my marble block and then put a block on top to flatten it out. And that's generally all you do. It usually doesn't do that. Oh, wow. So wow, that's a janky charm. I think we should try that one again. Normally it does just like this. And so then when it's cold, you have this really super fun plastic little charm. And it's a, yeah, isn't that hilarious? I can't believe, well, hey, generally if it's going to happen, it's going to happen on camera. So there, that's what it looks like. Let's try that other one again. Oh, and so to get the 2021, I used the calendar, is that what it's called? Calendar to build, new calendar to build. And I used the 2021 out of it. And stamped it with my StazOn ink. And so, okay, so let's try that again. Oh my good night. Yeah, so where's my, let's see if it'll fit on this one. Oh, that was wild. Okay, it'll fit there. So let's grab the blue again. Oh, I'm just baffled. Yep, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen on camera. So let's fit it in here. It normally doesn't give you this amount of problems. There. We're calling that, because it'll shrink down, it'll look fine. So let's go ahead and put the lid on this. So obviously now you know too, it doesn't have to be perfect, because when it gets tiny, you don't even see very much of the imperfection. So, and quite frankly, it adds to the charm of being handmade. I guess we're going for old Americana. Antique Americana. Ta-da! That's pretty fun, right? Okay, so we finally got that one. Okay, that's gonna have to dry. Okay, so let's stamp out our cute little elf. That one is stinking darling. Oh my heavens. That one is fun. And I'll cut that, let's see. So basically all I did was grab this. Oh, so the elf is out of the Elves Christmas stamps. New Elves Christmas stamps from the Stamps of Life. So Let's see, we need a block, but I need that to... And then I just used Memento black ink because it goes with the alcohol markers. This might end up being a little bit long of a demo. Hopefully y'all had time for coffee and hanging out for a minute. Oh, look how cute he is. Okay. And then let's move that over. Let's grab a little baby wipe, clean this off so I don't get it in anywhere else. And let's see, and then I gotta die cut him out though. And so I'm gonna use the matching dies, the die elf and the one that goes to him. So then we'll just cut out a little piece. I didn't want to run the whole thing through the machine just because, well, A, it doesn't fit, and then B, I don't want to, you know, get all the janky pieces. So we're going to get another piece of copy paper, and we're going to run that through the die machine, and then we'll color them up. Okay, so let's grab the machine, move our plastic over. Okay, so here we go. Can you guys see? I think enough. Oh, I smudged him. Oh, darn it. I didn't wait for him to dry. Let's see what happens. Maybe it won't be so bad. Shoot. Oh, my heavens. Poor little Elfie. Here you go, little fella. We'll fix you up with some markers. Let's go back. Okay. Come on, you'll still be cute. I think we can make him cute. We'll pop him out. Try not to touch him. Poor little fella. Okay, so let's get some colors to color him up with. I think, CT2, LG3, LG2, CT2, LG2. We did FS1 and MG1, or FS2 and MG1. Is it MG? MG1. Oh, and TN2. Oh. Was it TN2? TN4. No, TN4. Okay, so I got some colors. And now watch. This is crazy. Like how light this stuff goes on. Like, at first it doesn't even look like you're putting anything on. And it does bleed a little bit, but I don't think you notice that in the shrinked result. But see how light that is? Let's see, we'll do his little shoes, his little... Yeah, and I don't blend it or anything. I think it just, but I'm just kind of a one layer wonder color anyhow. And now you guys will know if it works, if it smudges, what it looks like. Yeah, do you have to do it over, or can we get away with it? And can we squeak by? Oh, that's dark. Maybe I went with a bit. I probably went with a bit lighter. I must have went with the CT1. That's okay. I think it'll still be cute. So his little hair. Isn't this the cutest little elf? Oh my heavens. I think these are about my favorite elves, or the Stamps of Life elves. They're so cute. Oh, they're so cute. So let's, okay, now watch this. Look at, you can't even see anything on there. Isn't that crazy? It doesn't look like you even put anything on. And then he shrinks down and you can totally see it. See, look at that. It looks like you're just going over it with nothing. The only problem is you're like, I wonder if I got all the spots. Normally I like try to be a little bit methodical about it. Color them in sections, but with being a little bit of a hurry, you know, try not to take forever. Hopefully I don't miss any spaces. But with it shrinking down too, it also, it's very forgiving, I think. Unless it twists up all funky on you and decides to burn. Crazy about that one. Okay, now the other thing too is you still want to pop the hole in it. So, and on the last one, I didn't get it too centered, so I'm going to try to get it centered a little bit more. Like where it should hang. I'm going to guess about there-ish. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, see him? Isn't that the cutest? Hopefully that was in frame. Okay, so now let's see what happens. Here we go. Are you guys, okay, there you are. Let's see what happens with this little guy. So I'm just going to keep my pick in the little hole and heat him up. I guess maybe you need to move the heat tool so it's not so concentrated in one area so it doesn't burn maybe. I wonder if that's why, because I kept it in one spot. Look at him, he's getting so cute. Yeah, I think you have to move it around. Yeah, see, that's getting better. And it's starting to stop shrinking. Look how cute he is! Oh my goodness, that is adorable! Oh, it's so tiny! I think it's done. Okay, so then pop him on a block. Or no, put him on here and then put the block on top. Ow, ow. It's hot, so be careful. Look at him, he's so cute! Okay, so we can cut, while that one's cooling, let's cut this one out. And see what happens if it doesn't stamp perfectly. And then we can also see if you have to be like completely perfect with your cutting out even. I don't think so. I think this stuff is like super forgiving. Although I will say if you leave pointed edges, they're very pokey. They're quite pokey. But yeah, maybe you could sand them off or something. Okay, let's put the hole in it. Where do we want the top? We're going for, I guess, a little Americana there. Let's go right about there. That looks good. And, oh wait, let's see what he looks like. Oh, Look at how cute he is. I think that was pretty forgiving. I think even if you smudge it a bit, it's not too bad. Here. Look, that is pretty adorable, right? Oh, that is so cute. Okay. Focus. Okay, let's get, where's the pick? Let's do one more. Okay, this last one, guys, okay? So move it around, move the hair around. Hey, we're all learning. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what it usually just curls up a little. Does a whole little dance. A little shrinky-dink dance. And then flattens back out and quits shrinking. It doesn't usually do that what it did before. It looks done. And that is so quick, isn't it? Put it on there, put the block on it to flatten it out. And boom, done. Isn't that great? So there we are. Let's see, and it's just a couple of minutes. So there it is. It worked pretty good, didn't it? Here. I think that's a win. I'm calling that a win. That's what it looks like on the other side. Isn't that cute? That is really cute. And the shrink plastic's actually kind of see-through. Oh, it won't focus on it. I don't know why. But I think that looks cute still. So you don't have to be perfect with your stamping in either case, coloring or otherwise. And then alcohol inks obviously just are super cool anyways. So there we go, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know what you think about the projects down below. Remember, you can turn them into keychains, little zipper pulls, earrings, you name it, and you can have a lot of fun. All right, thanks, guys. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.